Thanks for taking the time to participate in our study. I'm David Sajak, and today I'll be moderating the focus group. The purpose of this research is to better understand college students' general attitudes towards chips. The result of our research will, we hope, help us better understand what consumers want so we make products that they would want. I want to stress that your participation is entirely voluntary, that you may choose not to answer any of the questions we ask, and that you may leave at any time you choose. We are video audio taping the session only so that we can more easily produce a written transcript of the discussion. Everything you say here will be kept confidential. We will not identify you by name in the transcript of the meeting or in our research reports. Before we start the discussion, I'd like to lay down a couple of ground rules. First, it is important that we hear from everyone. I'd like to ask that you try to be aware of how much you're talking and make sure that you're giving others a chance also. I may at times suggest that we move on to someone else so that we use the little time that we have efficiently. Second, to make sure that we can hear what is being said, please refrain from side conversations with your neighbors during this discussion. Most importantly, please tell us whatever it is you're thinking. We're not looking for any particular answers. We're here to hear what you have to say. Everyone in this group is an expert on this topic. It's okay to repeat what others have already said if that's what you think, and it's okay to have a completely different response if that's what you want. Before we start the questions, let's go around the room and briefly introduce ourselves. First, I'd like you to go around the room and introduce yourselves. So please tell me your first name.
Mark. I live in Maryland Courts and I'm a junior. I'm majoring in marketing and finance. I eat chips probably like a couple times a week.
My name's Cody. I live in Schrader. I'm a sophomore. I'm studying electrical engineering. I eat chips regularly. And yeah.
I'm Don. I live on 20th and Kilbourne. I'm a junior, physiological sciences major. I don't really eat chips, so maybe once a month.
I'm Christian. I live in Abbotsford. I'm a freshman. I am in biomedical sciences. I don't eat chips very often, probably once every few weeks.
I'm Patrick. I live at Renee Rowe. I'm a fifth-year senior. I'm a triple major with marketing, HR, and entrepreneurship. I eat chips once in a while.
I'm also Patrick. I live in Schrader Hall. I'm a sophomore. I'm biomedical sciences major. I eat chips probably once every 2 weeks or so.
I'm William. I live in Schrader as well. I am a sophomore, and I am I'm a broadcast major, marketing minor. I rarely eat chips, like once every couple of months.
I'm Kayla. I'm a sophomore living in McCabe. I'm an English major, and I eat chips like once a week.
Alright guys, now I'm going to go around, ask you a few questions, and just feel free to respond. So first, give me 3 words that describe your feelings about chips. Anyone's welcome to answer.
Crunchy.
Salty.
Flavorful.
Addicting.
Okay. Alright, so what are the most positive things about eating chips?
Tasty.
Dipping them in things.
Convenient. Pretty good side for meals. Alright, how about the negative things about eating chips?
Crumbs everywhere.
Can be messy.
Not very
Probably not the healthiest snack.
So when you find yourself consuming chips, weekdays, weekends, game days, tailgating?
Game day.
Game day. If that.
And why would you say you eat these chips during this time?
Because they're there. Nothing else to eat.
Usually someone made some awesome dip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like an easy finger food too.
How do you get your chips?
Grocery store.
Only if they've been provided for me.
AMU.
All stores.
So for those of you that don't consume chips or rarely consume chips, why is that?
Not a very big fan.
High in carbs.
Yeah, somewhat unhealthy.
Better things to eat.
What would you say your ideal chip flavor is?
Regular.
Barbecue or sour cream.
Tortilla chips.
Sea salt and vinegar.
Tortilla chips.
And what about these flavors makes them a good flavor for you?
push all my buttons.
Salty?
And what would be your ideal shape of a chip? Like triangular like Doritos, round like Lay's,
Pringles.
ones you could scoop.
Scoop.
Scoops.
The waffle Lays.
How many calories would you prefer in a snack size bag?
300.
Okay.
I don't really care.
It's probably less.
Yeah.
And what would this chip be made out of? Corn or potatoes, etc.?
Corn.
I wouldn't really care.
And do you have a preferred method of cooking the chips?
Either baked or fried.
Baked.
They fried.
Yes.
And is there a reason this method is appealing to you?
Bake something.
Baked tastes better.
Tastes better.
All right, so now on this handout, you'll find a list of attributes people may have towards chips. Now please circle the attribute you prefer when making your purchase decision. Then mark a check next to the 3 attributes you find most important, and an X next to the 3 attributes you find least important. After we will go around the circle and discuss your answers and why you picked them. So most important, go around and just mark a check.
Keep going or?
We're going to discuss these on this page. Once you guys are done with this, you can put your pens down.
Circle the ones you prefer. Check the ones that are most important.
Yeah, circle the ones you prefer out of those 2 on the given column, and then you put a check next to that.
You prefer expensive chips.
Wow.
Expensive, yeah, tasty, and they're nutritious.
Could you please not talk to
Alright.
Alright, so thick and then, did anyone have one of those as most important attribute? No? How about expensive and inexpensive? Okay, so cost is an issue. Nutritious versus non-nutritious?
Least important.
Yeah.
Just important. Lots of seasoning, less seasoning? Plain versus flavored?
Important.
Good tasting, bad tasting?
Yeah.
How about filling, non-filling? Crunchy versus softer? High calorie, low calorie?
Not important.
Salty, sweet? Dip friendly, not dip friendly?
Important.
Corn or potato?
Not important.
Alone or blended?
Not important.
Colorful, less colorful?
Not important.
High fat, low fat?
Not important.
Organic, non-organic?
Not important.
And large bag, smaller bag?
Important.
So now you have a list of brands. If you could rank them from being most preferred to being least preferred, 1 being most, 9 being least. And you can kind of just fill out these next few questions on this page. Everyone's done, they can put their pins down. Alright, so now I want to start looking into how much chips you consume and your opinions on the chip eating feeling. Here we're going to strictly discuss your eating habits and things you think would help or hurt your eating habits. So have you consumed at least one bag of chips in the last 2 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Do you feel that the time of day plays a role in your chip consuming habits?
Yeah, probably. Wouldn't eat them for like breakfast.
Do you understand the nutritional facts of what chips you consume before making a decision? Baked versus fried, organic? Would knowing you have a healthier option with the same great taste change your habits?
Depends on cost.
Yeah, that's true.
For what reasons would you eat chips? Taste good, social occasions?
Social occasions.
Really good tasting too.
So when eating chips, what bag size do you prefer?
Small. Large.
Large. What typically triggers your desire to eat chips?
Social occasion.
Hunger?
When eating chips, you consume them with dip or a salsa?
Both.
Yeah.
When purchasing chips, where would be your first choice?
Sam's Club.
Grocery store.
Costco.
What are things about chips that would make them more appealing for you?
They were cheaper.
Yeah, definitely they're cheaper.
More chips in a bag.
Yeah, less hair.
Alright, now to wrap things up, I like to go around the room and have each person tell me 1 or 2 things you will take away from this discussion tonight. It can be anything relating to any of the topics we discussed tonight.
People like tasty chips rather than non-tasty ones. Like people want to eat it even if they taste good.
Alright, Cody?
Yeah,
seems like everyone has their own opinion on chips.
Christian.
Yeah, I'd go with the cost thing. I'm sure price is definitely a major factor.
I'd say what triggers it, like, seems like everyone seems to eat them at social gatherings and just go randomly eat chips all day long.
Yeah, social gatherings are a big thing. Yes, being around people and at a party or something triggers.
Eat more chips. A lot of people like to have chips that they can dip in things like whether it be guacamole or salsa.
I feel like people would feel like they got more out of their money if there was more chips rather than air about it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time to be in this focus group.